This is Low Growl, baby. And I want to talk to y'all today very briefly about man, I'm feeling a little bit frustrated about my fitness goals. You know why? Because it's hard. It takes hard work and it takes discipline. And sometimes I don't feel like being disciplined. And it takes time to see the results that you want. So first, I will say I have been making gains. I started around, my waist was about 44, something like that. I'm down to around about 40 in my waist now, and that is spectacular. I'm excited about it. But the thing that's kind of irritating me is my face, man. It still feels like it's not slimming down like I want it to. Usually it seems like when you start losing weight, your face is one of the first areas that I would notice, that I would see changes in, my face thinning out and stuff. But man, I was looking at myself when I was editing the red light therapy video, and I'm just like, man, my face look all puffy and everything like that. I don't know. You know, my eating hasn't been perfect, but I've been doing, I do a lot of fasting and stuff. So sometimes I'm doing alternate day fast, and sometimes I'm doing like 3 to 5 day fasts and stuff like that. So I have all the tools I need. And like I said, I'm making progress, but sometimes it just doesn't seem to come fast enough. And I think we all fall into that from time to time. And there's nothing wrong with it. I'm just kind of venting to you guys because having accountability with my channel subs, it does help me. I think about y'all all the time when I'm eating the wrong things and not working out like I should, or getting my cardio in like I should. And I'm like, man, I have a deadline in place. I have to get this thing right by, July 1st. That was the deadline I set for myself, where I wanted to be down substantially and be able to be somewhat ripped and lean. It's not really about putting on a bunch of size right now. I just really want to get lean. And then I'll start building up from there, However, these waist losses has been spectacular. I'm excited about it because I'll end up having to get new pants. That's a big milestone. But the thing is, I'm not going to throw away what I have. I'll keep what I have. And I've been thinking about these Anson belts that I have. I showed y'all those before. But these Anson belts, man, it really is a godsend, because you can cut them as you lose your weight and stuff. You can cut the belts to the length that you need, and they look so neat the way the buckles are. They're right here beside me. I didn't pick it up, but don't worry, you'll see plenty of them coming up. I'm excited to have Anson Belt and Buckle as the sponsor of today's video. Anson is a family-run company that's been around since 2009, and they've completely reinvented how belts should work. I've been talking about inches coming off my waist. One thing that's actually been useful for me is my belt. And I'll be real, progress is not always in a straight line. Some weeks I'm locked in, some weeks my cravings win, my motivation dips, and I gotta pull myself back. Honestly, it becomes like a small checkpoint every day, not like in a stressful way, but in a real, tangible way that reminds you, okay, something is happening. This is progress. This is the work showing up on my body. Instead of holes, they use a micro-adjustable track system with 1/4-inch increments, so you can fine-tune the fit exactly where you want it every single time. And that matters when your body is changing, because you don't have to guess or settle. If you're down an inch, you can literally set it down an inch. If you're holding water one day, or you ate heavy and you're feeling bloated, you can loosen it a touch without that awkward jump between holes. And because you can mix and match any buckle with any strap, you can keep it clean and simple with your everyday look, or swap it up when you want to feel more put together, without buying a pile of belts that clutter up your closet. So yeah, it looks sharp, but it's also practical. It adjusts with you throughout the day, sitting, standing, moving around, training days, rest days, all of it. Comfortable, secure, and it stays looking polished. I rotate between my 3 belts every day, and it's honestly, these are the best belts I've ever had. And if you're wondering why you should trust them, Anson is still proudly family owned and operated, and they've earned over 40,000 5-star reviews, and they back their belts with a lifetime guarantee on functionality. They stand behind every product they make, and once you get one, you'll see why. And because Anson Belt and Buckle is sponsoring today's video, when you click the link in the description or scan this QR code to build the box set, you'll get 2 bonus pieces, a buckle and a strap, completely free. That's 3 buckles and 3 straps, which can be mixed and matched into 9 unique belt combos, all in one box. It's an exclusive deal you won't get anywhere else, so click the link, build your set, and upgrade your belt game today. Alright, now I want to just pick your brain a little bit and ask how many of you have I had some comments with people, they got a little inspired by what I was doing and by my mission and how I'm trying to get myself in order. How many of y'all still sticking to things? I want to be as honest as possible. I've had some terrible, terrible weeks. Eating crazy. Just no home training. Just doing what I want to do. And this is the problem I think I have sometimes. You know what works. You know the tools. You know you can pull them out of the box whenever you need them, right? But you end up leaning on it it's almost a crutch. I know what to do when it's time to lose. Don't worry, if I put on a few pounds, I'll get it off. I know what to do. I'll fast. I'll do this. I'll do that. And it does work. And that's the thing. I don't have a problem being disciplined when I'm fasting or doing alternate day fasting. It's just that sometimes I want what I want. And sometimes I want a crumble cookie. Other times I want an ice cream cone. Other times I have to have Marco's Meat Lovers Pizza. Marco's is the best pizza, I think, the best franchise pizza I think you can get right now out of all the franchises. Marco's today is what Pizza Hut used to be back in the 90s. But I'm getting off track. You see what I'm saying? Y'all see the passion that came out when I started talking about delicious food. And that's the thing. A good meal is one of life's simplest pleasures. You know what I mean? You gotta have a lot of money to have a meal that tastes good. But they freaking poisoning us. You know what I mean? With the sugars and the chemicals and all these things that we eating. I saw this video where it was comparing American ingredients for the same foods at like McDonald's versus other countries. We eating stuff that's banned in other countries. And I'm just like, as I become more and more conscious of what I'm putting in my body, I have substantially cut back. But man, when I'm on one, I am on one, and it'll last the whole weekend. So a cheat meal turn into a cheat day, turn into a cheat weekend. I don't ever go off during the whole week though. That I do have a line that I've drawn. I don't ever just eat bad the whole week. No, I drink water, or I drink. Walmart has these delicious 0 calorie, 0 sugar carbonated waters. And they have flavors like Fuji apple and peach and blackberry lemonade. And they're so good, man. And that's what I drink when I feel like having something sweet with a meal. So I haven't fallen off the wagon, y'all. But I just wanted to be honest about how difficult it is. You know, being consistent is hard. When I started putting in all this work on the mentorship book and the other project that I've been working on, which I haven't shared yet. I don't know why I'm apprehensive about sharing it, but it's like, how are people going to know about it if you don't share it? But anyway, I was putting in so much time and effort on that when I wasn't posting for a couple of weeks, just nose to the grindstone. And during that time, it was even more difficult to kind of stick to things because it's just like, oh man, I done worked so long. Let me get something real quick. You know, or my wife, she's cooked dinner and it's something that I like, and it's like, yeah, like I'm telling you, I've been so disciplined to a certain degree that every day my wife asks me, you eating today? Kids ask me, Daddy, you eating today? because I got the discipline when I put my mind to it. And I like how I feel in the fasted state. I like how I feel when I'm running on ketones. You know what I mean? But but I'm very hard on myself when I do trip up. And I think it's good to just be honest, because I don't want y'all over here thinking that I'm doing everything perfectly and I'm training like I'm supposed to every day. It's a process. I got to get back into getting this into a routine. And I feel like just being candid about it is a way to hold myself accountable, but also have a conversation with you all in the comment section, because it's hard. And I know I'm not the only one that feels this way. So down in the comments, let me know your struggles. Let me know the last time you messed up and folded to your taste buds. You know, when the last time you had to go get you a Krispy Kreme donut or something like that. You know, it's like I mentioned crumble cookies earlier. So me and my daughter, one of my daughters, we watch, it's certain cookies that they have. They're like the only ones we'll buy. And they don't come around often. But when they come around, it's like, hey, did you see the cookies this week? And, you know, we'll check up on it and stuff like that. And that's like a little treat that I like to have. And it's almost like a little bonding thing between me and that specific daughter. So when it comes around, I'm just like, yeah. But you already know the cookies are big and they're thick. It's like you don't even supposed to eat one in a single sitting. You're supposed to cut those things up in like fourths, because they got so many calories in them and all that sugar and everything. And I guess I'm harder on myself because I know it's bad. I know it's not doing anything good for my body, but I'm also like, am I going to be so extreme where I just don't indulge in any type of treats? It's like I can't live like that. You know, I think that's why carnivore is so difficult for me when I do get on it. I love the carnivore diet. I love cooking steaks, and I love grilling, and I love bacon and eggs and everything you can eat on carnivore. But I also love bread and carbs and rice and pasta and all those things. So it's it's just a matter of balance. You know, there's a lot of different ways to meet your fitness goals concerning like your diet and everything, and even your cardio and the exercises you do and all these different things. Sometimes I think I just get into information overload, and I need to just simplify my routine and simplify my own protocols. You know, y'all ever gotten to that place where it can be any type of subject, but you are looking at all this information to learn about it, and before long you spending more time learning and watching than actually doing. And I gotta make sure I'm consistently doing and not just watching, because a lot of these people, man, they just out here trying to sell courses to us. You know what I mean? They recycling information. They saying some crazy, wild lies, things that are just not true. But it's so many people hungry for how to be most effective in your workouts. You know, how many sets is optimal? Are we doing high reps? Are we doing low reps with heavy weight? What kind of cardio is best? What eating protocol is the best? All these different things. And everybody got something different to say. Everybody, it's crazy. It's just find something you can sustain and stick with it. And I found something I can sustain, but I'm just letting my cravings get to me. My cravings have taken advantage of my mind. But I know I'm mentally stronger than that. So next time I'm tempted by my cravings, I gotta tell myself, don't eat it, boy. Don't eat it. Don't eat it. Oh man, I like talking to y'all. I really do. Come a long way since my first videos when I wasn't even showing my face. I still got my phone from my very first video. All right, I'm going off into, I'm reminiscing and stuff like that. But I just wanted to just be real with y'all for a minute about how things are going with the fitness and all that stuff like that. give me some encouragement in the comment section. Pray for you, man. I hope you're all doing well. And don't beat yourself up too bad. Let's just get back on the wagon and do what we need to do. July 1st, I'm going to have substantial results. And I don't get caught up on the number that I weigh. I just look at the way my clothes fit and stuff. And I'm making progress. It's just, I know I could be so much further along if I didn't fold in those certain situations. But the past is the past. I can't do anything about it. I can only move forward. All I have is today, which is a gift, which is why it's called the present. All right. Y'all be blessed. Much love to each and every one of you. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you do that, man. I'm almost at 10K. The Low Growl Legion is almost at 10K subscribers. That may not sound like a lot to some people, but man, I remember when I was at less than 100 subscribers, getting no comments, getting 10 views or less. Man, I'm blessed and I'm happy, and I appreciate everybody that has taken the time to subscribe to the channel. And before you know it, you never know who I'm going to be collaborating with. You know what I mean? The whole Raffy Taffy thing, what a blessing. Great guy, and we've become quick friends, and I'm very thankful for him. All right, that's all I got. Y'all take care of yourselves. Encourage one another. Encourage me if you got anything. And I'll talk to you all next time.